Black people are their own race of people, and biracial people are their own race of people. And people can always distinguish when somebody is white and when somebody is biracial. But people can't distinguish when somebody is biracial and when somebody is Black. To look at somebody who's biracial and to automatically classify them as Black, to me makes no sense, because they are a mixture of two races and possibly a mixture of two cultures in the same sense. The issue with this is that this rule is really only specifically applied to Black people, of people who have similar characteristics to the Black race. This is an issue really within the US. This one drop rule is really only applied within America. Other countries do acknowledge when somebody's biracial or multiracial. The issue of the one drop rule is only really problematic in the US. So the summary of this video is basically saying there is a difference between Black and being biracial, and that difference lies in someone's race, in someone's ethnicity, in someone's culture, and in someone's nationality. And there's nothing wrong with biracial people being acknowledged as being biracial / multiracial. And there's nothing wrong with someone being identified as being Black. When you are full Black, having a full Black mom and a full Black dad, there shouldn't be any discrepancies in that, and there shouldn't be seen as a negative thing. And when somebody is a mixture of white and Black, or Black and another race, there shouldn't be a denunciation of their white or other racial counterpart. I feel like we as society have to put aside the old ways of thinking, because the old ways of thinking are problematic. The old ways of thinking were evil and rooted in horrible ways of thinking. And also, I'm mostly talking about this topic because issues arise between biracials and Black people. You know, when Black women and biracial women are being compared in the sense of the natural hair movement, trouble. In the sense of modeling, trouble. In the sense of acting roles, trouble. In the sense of who gets to speak for the culture or who gets to speak for the racial groups of people, trouble. There's so many examples in history where biracials and Blacks, due to those boundaries not being perfectly aligned and drawn out, it's caused confusion and issues in society, you know, with who can say the N-word and who can do X, Y, and Z. And just to add, this is predominantly an issue amongst mostly the Black community. You know, other races of people don't have issues with identifying somebody as being biracial. You know, let's talk about, for example, white / Caucasian people. When someone is biracial, they don't identify them as being white. Even though they are half white, they will identify that person as being mixed, biracial, multiracial, or sometimes even Black, which is problematic in itself, and we've already discussed why. The point I'm trying to make here is Black people, predominantly Black Americans, we as a collective need to let biracial / multiracial people identify as such, and not denouncing half or 70% of what makes them them. You know, there's nothing wrong with being biracial. Somebody who's biracial shouldn't be classified with amongst one race when they are a mixture of those races. And we've already learned through this video that somebody's race, culture, ethnicity, and nationality can align, but they can also be a mixture of different things. So to label somebody with one label is just, it does not make sense. It does not make sense.